Thank you so much, Representative Kuempel. Representative Kuempel, I know there's been a lot of, to use a phrase from last night, gnashing of teeth around this legislation. But I just really wanted to ask you about some questions I've heard from faculty at different institutions here in Texas, both Texas State, University of Texas. What I have heard from folks, particularly department chairs, is that when they are interviewing people who are interested in returning to Texas, the question of this pending legislation and all its variants has been a factor in people choosing whether or not to come to Texas. How do you think this legislation, as it leaves the House, is going to affect whether or not Texas universities can recruit people to come here?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to say I heard some of that same conversation with some of the involvement I've had with faculty from around the state, that certainly the uncertainty of tenure, what was being conversed, what was just the thought of it being taken away out there, certainly probably had a negative impact on the decision. Some folks, to your point, that were looking to come work in the state of Texas. I think as it's leaving the House, we have reinstilled and put that certainty back in it, saying that there will be tenure, there will be a very transparent process of how that tenure is awarded and how that tenure is reviewed. And like I said, provide certainty as it leaves here.
So your hope is that this won't harm Texas recruitment efforts?
Correct.
So if we discover that this bill does harm recruitment efforts, can we who are concerned count on you to be an open door for us to
Certainly.
talk about
that's
fixing
a part
this
of,
in the future?
part of the legislative process. As we go through the interim, it's, Ms. Zwiener, you're as aware as well as I am that everything we do in here, there's interim and interim charges, and certainly have what issue it may be, come back the next session and fine-tune something that we may have done just to make sure we get it right.
Okay. Thank you, Representative
Yes,
Kuempel.
ma'am.